أو زد عليه ورتل القرآن ترتيلا.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, my brothers and sisters. Welcome back to another episode of the Know Your Tajweed series. Today, inshallah, we start lesson 7, which is the first lesson on the vowels. The vowels are Fatha, Dhamma, and Kasra. So the first one we're doing here today is Fatha. So as it says there, short vowel fatha producing an A sound. So it's the A sound it is going to be producing. So each letter should have that A sound at the end. There's a note there that the letters with the asterisk or the star, or if you could say, produce a slightly more O sound, which are the full mouth letters. So I would explain that inshallah when we get to those letters. And inshallah, if you're doing this by yourself, always remember that press the play button if you don't know how the letters should be pronounced. So all the letters should be pronouncing an A sound, empty mouth. All the default is empty mouth. So all the letters should be empty mouth except the few ones, the ones that have the star on it. Those are the ones that are supposed to be with full mouth. And we discussed that in the first few episodes. So if you missed those episodes, make sure you go back and watch them bi'ithnillahi subhanahu wa ta'ala. So hopefully now you recognize all the letters in the original form, and it's just to put the fatha on them. So this one will be going a little quicker. So the first 5 letters are A. Make sure you don't stretch it. Don't say ba. No, that's with a lengthened alif, and we have not gotten to that yet. So the first 5 letters are A, ba, ta, th, ja, ha, kha. That's the first letter that it should be pronounced with the full mouth. If you look at the app, you can see there's an asterisk on that letter. Kha, kha, meaning your mouth should be closing. You should speak as if it should be a little heavier. Not kha, but kha, kha, kha. Then da, the, ra. Again, another letter that should be pronounced with a full mouth. Ra is a funny situation because ra with fatha should be pronounced with a full mouth, but with kasra it should be pronounced with an empty mouth. So ra default is full mouth because with fatha or dhamma it should be pronounced with a full mouth, but with kasra it is going to be pronounced with empty mouth. So ra, and not ra but ra. We continue. Z, sa, sha, sa, sa. Another full mouth letter. Sa, sa. It should be pronounced with a full mouth. Then ba. It should be pronounced with full mouth as well. Ba, ba. Then ta, ta. Also another full mouth letter. Va, another full mouth letter. A, empty mouth. Make sure A is empty. It's not easy to pronounce, but with practice it's going to be. Always remember the top of the throat. A, a. Next letter is full mouth. Gha, gha, gha. Next letter fa. Then qa. Then ka. Make sure you show the difference between qa and ka. Qa, full mouth. Ka, empty mouth. Qa, top of the throat. Ka, middle of the mouth. So they come from different positions. Qa, ka, la, ma, na, wa, ha, a. After ha, you have hamza. Hamza is pronounced same way alif is pronounced. So hamza with the fatha is a. Then ya and ya. I don't know why that one was included, but it's the same letter. Ya. So by now we should be familiar with the letters. This is just to show us how fatha looks and how fatha makes each letter sound, and then differentiate the full mouth letters and how fatha is pronounced with the full mouth letters and how fatha is pronounced with the empty mouth letters. So this is just something that should show you how fatha looks and how fatha sound, and not how the letter should look, because we've done a couple of weeks on each letter, so that should be familiar with you by now. So going through the letters again, it's a, ba, ta. Make sure ta, yeah, don't let it be ta, 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 because when you pronounce it like that, when it has a sukun, it's going to be at. You hear that s sound? That is like a scene. It has a glimpse of a scene on it. So make sure you're saying ta, ta, ta. Let the tongue come to the top of the teeth there. Ta, 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 ta. So when it has a sukun, it's going to be at, not at, but at. More of a pop sound than a sin sound. So a, ba, ta, tha. Make sure the tongue is coming out. Tha, ja, ha. Make sure it's sharp. Ha, kho, the first full mouth letter. Kho, da, the. Make sure the tongue is coming out for that one as well. The. Then ra, second full mouth letter. Ra, ra. Make sure your lips are not going too round. Make sure your lips are not going like that. Ra, za, za, sa, sha, sa, 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 da, 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 ta, 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 va, va, a, 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 ra, 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 fa, qa, 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 ka, ka, la, ma, na, ha, wa, a, ya. So those are how all the letters with Fatha. Inshallah, hopefully I didn't forget any letter. Make sure you don't stretch it, and hope see you next week in the exercise on Fatha. Jazaakumu'Allahu Khayr. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.